What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Today we're going to be following three individuals in lockup. The first one's going to be in Orange County, second one's Maricopa County, and the third is coming from a prison in Plainsfield, Indiana. All three of these individuals are walking into the establishments for the first time, and this is a part 2. If you want to watch the part 1, I'll have it linked in the comment section below, but if you enjoy all things lockup and crime related, this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out the playlist with over 1,300 videos built just for you. So we left off with this individual in the last one. I'm going to give you a little recap. He's in Orange County Jail for felony domestic violence and I believe destruction of property. But I asked y'all in the last clip if you think he would be alright, and a lot of individuals in the comments section who's been locked up in Orange County said he'll be just fine. Orange County is filled with a lot of white guys and they'll take care of him. Well, I wasn't asking about the race side of things. I'm asking, is the white guys going to be looking at him differently because it's a felony domestic assault? I know even over here in Virginia, people look at individuals a little bit different and start digging a little deeper. Not usually for a misdemeanor, but felony domestic, yeah, people start asking a little more questions. Also, he's from Vancouver, Washington. He ain't no local. He came down here for vacation, and now it looks like he's gonna be leaving on probation.
I love you. I really need you to get a hold of them. I'll see you soon. All right.
So I forgot to mention that we left off with him talking to his mom saying, look, you need to get the family members to show up to court. That's the only chance I have. And if I were to guess, it's probably one of the good things about dealing with the family, you know, let a little time go by and usually they'll come to the courtroom and probably help you if it wasn't too serious.
She said that I freaked out and nobody knows why. It's just visiting vacation.
So this is about right where we left off, and I didn't notice when he went to go get some water from this sink, it straight sprayed him across the face. Watch. He even smacks his face to get the water off.
It's just visiting vacation and
now you're leaving on probation.
visiting the jail instead.
My dad was supposed to be off work at 1:30 to 2, and he was gonna get the money and go out there. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh man, it seems like the process lady was right. Now, let me give you a little recap on this guy. He's in here for a probation violation. I believe he brought back a felony, but the charges haven't hit. So as of right now, it's just a violation, and he has a bond, which blows my mind because over here, that ain't happening. Probation violations, you're stuck. But he has a very low bond, and he was expecting his dad to put up his Mustang and get him out pronto. And then he goes in front of this reception lady who tells him, look, if you don't get bonded out within these few hours, they transfer you to another jail. And I believe that's where he's at now, a jail called Durango. But it's funny because he said, I'll be out within the next 2 hours. And she goes, oh, you think so, huh? Like she knew he wasn't going nowhere, and here we are. Still in jail. Dad has not put up the Mustang. Let's see what the hell's gonna happen.
You guys all going to 8. Let's go. One line. Durango 8.
Durango 8. Ooh, nice looking little dorm. Oh man, they're deep. Man, oh man, look at the tight squeeze on these triple decks. Never have I had the opportunity to sleep on lofts like these. I think on a triple bunk, I would want the top rack. I don't want all them damn toes flying around my face as they're climbing up there. And then you got a nice ass view up there, right? It's almost like a skyline. Man, all eyes on you. Where's Dad with that fucking Stang, man? That's a lot of heads, man. You a chomo, motherfucker! Look at this face, though. He's in pure shock and terror. That's the most vulnerable face I've ever seen in my life. And damn, that's a hell of an Edgar.
inmates first arrive to the facilities, you'll have these racially designated leaders, if you will, that will make up their own rules. The inmates do get brought around, they get shown what to do, where they can go.
All right, so this is something major that a lot of people probably living over there close to the West Coast should know. Something that doesn't happen over here, right? You're going to have someone for that particular race come up to you and give you the rules and regulations of what's going on. Now, the places that I've been in, you walk in, there ain't nobody there. Nobody there to pull you to the side to give you rules, to help you out in any way, shape, or form. So I would think that this is actually kind of beneficial for the new people.
Common sense. Respect all DOs. Respect all the nurses, the heads, other races. Don't be mocking the DOs. Don't be whistling at the DOs. None of that stuff. Shower and brush your teeth every day, regardless. Bathrooms. Do not urinate in the toilets and don't in the pissers, okay? You know what I'm saying?
So far, those rules don't seem too bad. Telling inmates in Virginia to respect the nurses and the COs? Yeah, right. As soon as a nurse walks through, it doesn't matter if they're halfway decent looking or not. They're gonna be catcalled to hit on from here to kingdom come. And then the COs, shit, they got it even worse, especially if the inmates don't like them. They're gonna talk to them more reckless than they ever been talked to in their life. And believe it or not, the majority of them end up quitting. The turnover rate in the Virginia prison system is probably high as hell.
That's by the county, and the inmates will follow those rules or they'll be beaten up in a bathroom.
Common sense, bro.
Dang.
Common sense. You're here to do time, and that's all you want to do.
Right on, man.
Don't cause no problems.
Appreciate it, man.
Right on, bro.
Obviously, my dad knows I'm here. I talked to the bail bonds person. They talked to him. I don't know where he's at, though. I'm not out of here yet, so I don't know.
So you heard what the CO said. If you don't follow the rules, typically they beat you up in the bathroom. And you got to keep in mind, the county, they give him a shot in medical to help him with his withdrawals. So that makes everything even more treacherous. Dealing with all these people, hearing all these rules and regulations all at once while you're going through withdrawals. He's ready to just lay it down and relax. Wait for dad and that damn stain. So now we're in Plainfield, Indiana for the prison side of things. Reception and Diagnostic Center. This is where they get classified to be transferred to their main prison.
With razor wire and all. It's tight.
Can we say hepatitis? Yeah, this is in case you get in trouble or your bunkie starts attacking you because he has 2 life sentences and you got 6 months left.
Wow, so look, I'm gonna break this down for y'all, but I've never seen it in this location before. They must have added it later on down the road because of a lot of emergencies that weren't getting answered, but that's what it is, an emergency button. And that's an intercom where in the booth they can say, hey, what's wrong, what's the problem? And I've been in a cell with these before. Believe it or not, the prison had no AC or heating, but they had emergency buttons with intercoms in them. And to be completely honest, man, those guys are hardly ever in the booth, so you could press the button all you want, and sometimes they ain't never gonna answer. Especially if the doors are open. There's people pressing the buttons left and right to get their door open and closed during cell breaks. And a lot of times people are crying wolf. So, you know, the COs, they got a lot to deal with these damn buttons as well. Also, it's underneath the sink, right? We had it by the front of the door. That's why I said they had to have added these later on down the road, because naturally nobody's gonna build something for you to have to get on the floor to speak through an intercom or press an emergency button.
Always be honored to hit that button and tell him, man down. Man down. Every time this door closes, it's a reality check.
Me and him kind of go to the same prison because, you know, me and him are supportive with each other. The trust is there.
Check. You know for sure that's mate.
Damn, man. Tell what you did for spare time in the county jail. What does that say?
We signed each other.
Instead of yelling under the door. That's only our county jail. Anybody knows we're from our county.
Yeah, just because the signing fee. Side though.
Nobody knows what we're talking about. What'd he say?
I mean, that's hot as a firecracker if you were to ask me, man. If anything, just say, hey, come here, you know, and talk to him through the cracks very quietly or something. By doing all these hand gestures and stuff like that, it's putting red flags with the COs, even though they probably already know they're a part of some kind of whatever. It's still suspect, and if you are new like these guys are, I wouldn't recommend doing any kind of hand signals or anything until you get the hang of things, because some people, man, they just don't like your hand style gestures, you know, and it's game over. So just wait till you get the hang of things, because I've seen guys come in throwing up stuff, claiming whatever, and then they soon realize they are extremely outnumbered. And once they find out, man, they are on quiet mode. So yeah, you just gotta be careful with all that stuff, you know. And it doesn't really have to be a gang thing either, but it just looks like it.
Kinda nervous.
All right, we're back to Orange County.
I've just been getting mixed opinions from people that I talk to in here about it. I've had people, oh, you know, you're fine, you're from out of state, you're gonna go home. And I've had other people, oh, you got a felony. Out here in California, they don't like the domestic violence.
Look, when it comes to domestic violence, I mean, there's a lot of people in there for that. But the majority of them, I'd say probably like 80 to 90% of it is misdemeanor petty shit. When me and Brittany first started our relationship, keep in mind we've been married for 14 years now. But man, it seemed like every time we got in a fight somewhere, someone called the cops on us. But a felony is looked at totally different, especially with domestic violence. Because that means you broke some bones, drew some blood, or permanently injured someone. And the majority of guys, once they find out the seriousness of the domestic violence, they're gonna turn it up a notch.
Trying to get this reduced or dropped so that I can go home. I'd like to get like a fine or something. Like, I know I don't want no felony on my record.
Yeah, nah, hell no, bro.
I found out that my domestic violence isn't against me and my cousin. It's on my girlfriend and me.
So this changes the whole dynamic of his situation. He kind of broke down the story in the first part that I did, and he said that he was attacking his cousin, so, which I thought was a guy, but it turns out it's on his girlfriend. And neither of them showed up to court. Now, this is the thing. If it's family and you want the guy to come home, you would think they'd be at that bond hearing telling the judge, hey, please let him out, or whatever the case is, lower the charges, do something. This was all a big misunderstanding, but the cousin and girlfriend did not show. That's a lonely walk there, I'll tell you what.
Still trying to get bailed out. Talk to the bail bonds person. My dad has to get the collateral. He's got to get his title on his car, I guess. But I just want to talk to my parents, you know what I mean? I just don't want to have a communication. I can't even talk to them. None of the phones here at work. It kills me every day that I can't talk to my parents or my brother just to see how their day's going or something like that, you know?
Look, this is one of the roughest times, man, because a lot of new guys come in, they don't have no money on the phone or nothing. They're stripped of absolutely everything. They can't talk to nobody. It can be very trying times, you know, when you first step foot into jail, for sure. Even for people that's already been.
Hey, you want to play some hearts, bro?
What do you guys play?
Hearts, you know how to play?
Oh, okay.
You play hearts?
Hearts.
Someone's got to play some hearts, man. Nobody else plays hearts in this place?
I only play dirty hearts.
My name is Jason Ginn. I'm the head of the Woods. The Woods is basically the white race. Each race has their own heads and their own council.
Hey, go. What's up?
Basically, as the heads, we try to maintain order. Number one rule is no disrespect. I was told yesterday that you disrespected the head of the Pisces. You said you don't know who the you're talking to?
I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way to him.
Damn, man. So, dude's getting disciplined already for saying, I don't know who the fuck you are. And it didn't sound disrespectful at all to me. He just, you know, you got to watch what the hell you say when you go into jail. Like I said, man, on the streets, I was using the N-bomb with my homeboys and calling them a bitch and all kinds of shit. And I went to jail trying to do the same thing, almost got stomped out a few times.
Regardless how you meant it, we take disrespect real serious here.
Yeah, I understand. If you guys feel like I deserve bunk restriction, then
well, no, you're gonna get a chin check. You're gonna get a chin check.
That's what I meant.
Chin check is basically one of the torpedoes goes in. It's just real quick. Bird broke his hand day before yesterday.
I hit him too hard.
Doing his job.
You know?
But man, this guy's saying that he needs to get a chin check, if not the bed restriction. Imagine going to jail and getting put on bed restriction. Unreal. I couldn't even imagine. But you got to fall in line, man. You got to. Let's look at what they call a torpedo one more time. The guy that broke his hand chin checking someone that messed up earlier. And a torpedo, I'm guessing, is kind of like what we call a crash dummy. You know, someone that goes in there doing stupid stuff, knowing damn well they're going to get caught up.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't mean any disrespect, and for to get you guys pulled in, I know that you guys, this is not your job, but this is, you know, part of it. It's got to be done.
Whew. Fellas, my heart was pumping Kool-Aid over here for him. But I'm gonna wrap it up right there. There is quite a bit left to react to. We'll save that for a part 3. They didn't show too much of the Plainsfield, Indiana guys in prison on this run, but man, did we get a crash course into, what was it, Maricopa County going into Durango 8. Man, oh man, get in line or get torpedo chin-checked. The structure is totally different from east to west, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why I do these things. And guess what? We had a good time doing it, right? So I guarantee someone's gonna watch this video and be more prepared for lockup if it ever comes their way. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave if you enjoyed. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I salute to every last one of you been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.